Finally, after a year, we have some sort of update for Logan Paul's CryptoZoo scam that he's paying everyone back. Maybe, because after all, this is Logan Paul, and he already has said that he was going to pay everyone back a year ago and didn't pay anyone back. And now a year later, he's saying he's going to pay everyone back. So I guess we'll see in a year if he's actually paid anyone back or not. So there's no giving Logan the benefit of the doubt ever. He hasn't earned that in this situation because obviously of everything that he's done. So we can't sit here and say this is the greatest thing ever and he's going to pay everyone back for sure this time. He's already said that and didn't do it, right? So he put out a tweet with a whole bunch of stuff in it. This is a book for a tweet here talking about him announcing that he's delivering on his promise to buy back the base eggs and he's gonna buy back everyone's stuff, and linking to this, he says here, I approach the CryptoZoo project like everything else I'm passionate about, with only the best possible intentions and success for everyone who shared our vision. I never made a single penny from the project, period. In fact, the opposite is true, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. With this buyback program, I am personally committing more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from every person who intended to play CryptoZoo. Like you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered. And this also changes what he said, what he originally said, right? Because when CoffeeZilla exposed everything, he said CryptoZoo's coming out in 2023 or 2024. I think he had both years in there, and now it's not coming out, and now we're talking about refunds again. And the big part here is this here saying, you know, to buy back this stuff from every person who intended to play CryptoZoo. So there's the stipulation, right? And how do you measure that? How do you know if someone intended to play this or gambled on it because they wanted to get rich? How do you know who did what? Because he says later on here that, like right here at the end here, he says this buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that the Zoo token was created to support CryptoZoo game and its players. It was not intended as an investment vehicle. Goo goo gaga. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, sure. Gotta cover your bases. This isn't financial advice, right? The same thing here. I mean, it doesn't matter if it was intended as an investment vehicle. That's what it was, right? That's what it was. It had a value. People were going to speculate on it. So how do you tell the difference between someone who was speculating on it and bought Logan Paul's project because he thought Logan Paul was going to deliver, which I don't know why anyone would do that, or someone who bought this stuff because they wanted to play this weird, you know, game. I don't even know if you can call it a game, but a game. How do you tell the difference between that? That's the biggest problem here, because how do you know? You don't know anyone's intentions. You don't know if someone intended to play this game or intended to make money out of it. I would say the vast majority of people, 99%, wanted to make money from CryptoZoo. They didn't care about the game. They wanted to make money from this thing, including Logan. I'm pretty sure he even said in his own podcast that, oh, you'll be able to make money gaming this. And it's going to be so great. So even Logan was about making money. It wasn't about this is going to be the super cool, greatest game of the world. It was a game that you could make money while playing. So, like, how do you tell the difference is the biggest thing here. I think that this is just an out. This is just something where they can put this stipulation out there and be able to basically pick and choose whoever they decide to bless with a refund and put a cap on it. And once they hit whatever dollar amount that they are willing to spend, they're not going to spend any more money. This is how they can do that, because you can't tell what someone's intentions were. You can't tell if someone wanted to play the game or wanted to get rich quick. It's impossible. And this is the website you go to get your buyback claim form. And it still goes on, you know, saying this form be necessary to collect information, determine if you are eligible. So this will, again, they get to determine whether or not you deserve your money back. That doesn't make any sense. Logan Paul scammed people. It doesn't matter if you didn't make a penny off this. There's no proof you didn't make any money. But let's take you at your word. I don't know. I mean, we can't really even trust that. But let's say it's true. You didn't make a penny off it. It doesn't matter. It was your company, it was your game. You founded it, you started it, you did it, you were in control, you were the head. You take responsibility for it. And the team that he put together, you take responsibility for that. You can't say, oh, this failed because of the bad actors involved. You put them in that place. You hired the bad actors. What are you talking about? But this form, if we keep going here, obviously he talks about here. Each claimant must first submit their form. Form be available. There's an end date. February 8th is going to be the end date. And then after that, they're supposed to be giving the refunds, right? They're going to ask for the NFT back, basically, and give people the link or the wallet to send the NFT to, and then you'll be able to get 0.1 ETH per NFT. And as well, something that probably people in crypto won't be happy about, saying this form will require each claimant to submit the basic KYC, know your customer stuff. So you got to give all of your information over to Logan Paul, which he's trustworthy, right? He's definitely trustworthy to hold and protect all of your information. He's already shown that, right? And then maybe you get a chance at being selected to get some money back. Maybe, if you're deemed worthy enough and you're deemed that you actually wanted to play the game and didn't just want to make money. I think that is the reason that they're doing this. See if we continue. It just keeps going on. It keeps talking about this stuff. And what it says means claimants must not move their eligible NFTs for any reason, or those NFTs will become ineligible for the buyback. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty simple. Like, you can't take the NFT in one wallet, move it to another one, and try and claim it, even though, I mean, you'd be able to see that on chain. But, okay, sure, try and make this easier. Continue even more. And they got TOS stuff. So, I mean, I really do think that this whole thing of you have to be determined to actually be willing to play the game, or you are going to play the game and not just try and make money, is their way to cap this, only spend X amount of dollars, and not try and actually go and make anything right, and just try and get enough public support so that they can say, see, we gave people refunds, we tried, anyone who wanted to play the game, they got a refund. And then they're going to say, well, anyone who didn't get a refund, they were gambling. They were speculating on crypto, and we are not responsible for that, even though they stole everyone's money, right? So even if Logan wants to say he didn't take any, he put the team in place that did take people's money, so he's still responsible. Maybe the weirdest thing from this is KSI, who I don't know when Logan Paul and KSI became the greatest of friends. Prime is probably the time, right? They hate each other, and then decided, hey, we can make a bunch of money selling this terrible drink. And he responds saying, what will the haters say now? Which doesn't make any sense, right? People who are criticizing Logan Paul are not haters, right? Logan has been involved in countless other pump and dump schemes, these insane schemes where he promoted something, probably got paid behind the scenes, didn't say he was getting paid, and then made a bunch of money, or literally pumped something and then sold it after he started pumping it. There's a ton of things. Dink Doink, that thing comes to mind. There's a bunch of little tokens that he did. So it's not just haters. It's Logan not being a really great person, right? And if you're just gonna say, oh, anyone who thinks Logan Paul scammed people, they're just a hater. CoffeeZilla did a great video and a great series and outlined tons of evidence and tons of problems here. So much so that Logan Paul was threatened to sue him, took the lawsuit back, and then thanked CoffeeZilla for bringing all this to light. So obviously he did a good job, right? So that should be enough to show you this is just not haters, right? It's not people that hate Logan Paul. There's enough of those people around, but it's not only them who are saying that this thing's a problem. Anyone with common sense and a brain can see, Logan Paul, he scammed people. This is pretty unacceptable. This should not be something that is glossed over. Plenty of other influencers did this exact same thing. Jake Paul did these things too. And Logan just got unlucky. And he's the one that everyone's attention is pointed to. But, he shouldn't have done this in the first place, right? If he didn't want this attention, shouldn't have tried to scam people. You're already filthy rich. Rich beyond imagination. You don't need any more money. Why would you get involved with anything sketchy? Anything at all, right? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm not going to hold my breath because Logan already promised refunds and took a year off from doing that and then promised them again. So we'll see what happens. That's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.